Hi, come on in, sit back, relax, take a load off. I am your host, Campbell from Gijoe Customs and Collections. And you know what? I had so much fun turning my repeater into the nightforce version that I thought I'll do the same with Lieutenant Falcon. And just have a look here. He's got obviously loose knees and also some sort of white sort of sustenance. I think someone tried to super glue his legs together. So I don't even know if I can actually pull that leg apart. I don't have his knife. I'll hunt that around. And I don't have his shotgun. But I'll use something that's pretty close to it. So without further ado, everybody, let's see what we can do. Okay, let's start by taking Lieutenant Falcon here apart. Straight off the bat, you can see he definitely needs a new O-ring, so we'll trip that away. Alright, so I've got this tool here, which I'm going to put the arms in, so just put that like so. So I use this with most of my painting jobs now. It's just a lot easier and it keeps things a lot tidier. So I can position this to wherever I want. Just be about there. Pretty cool thing about this, it's got like a magnifying glass for like small details. So I move it aside. And we put his legs on the battle stand. I'll get the screw again and just lightly screw it. And using one of my stands that I use for painting the chest or torso. And it's just basically a super glue lid onto a Coke bottle or Fanta. So it'll go on the side. The head, I'll put it to one side. And this, I will just leave it alone for a while. And then I'll look at his backpack later on. You can still see that the aerial piece, the original aerial piece, wasn't there. So I made my own. So I'll put it to one side. And I'm going to be using the semi-gloss black X18, once again from Tamiya. And if you can see on the card art here, so it sees that Lieutenant Falcon has the majority of the colours of black, brown, touch of grey, and the green, or the, well, not green, more like the olive drab. But first of all, you can see here that his chest area is black. So the grey I'm using is the dark sea grey. You can see right here. And I'm using this sort of tool, and I got this idea from Toi Poloi. So it's just basically a pin, and so you can still see that nice detail there. I know his sleeves are grey too. Right, you can see here I've actually kept that symbol. I think it looks pretty cool, and you know, it's part of what he's done, or as part of his regiment or platoon. Yeah, actually the Americans deal with platoon, don't they? So yeah, I'm going to leave that there. That's pretty cool, and I'll leave that alone to dry. And then we'll go back to finishing up the black on the vest, and then we'll do the rest. Right. Good as gold. Right, so for the straps around his body, I'm going to be using the olive drab. Now I know it shows that the boots are all black, but honestly, I quite like this jungle boot look. So what I'll do is I'll just simply darken it. Right. So it's like a lot darker now. So I'm really kicking. Sorry, really loving that. And the belt is also that colour as well. So yeah, there's a part of his shirt right here. just want to replace that black on the belt with this grey. Okay, so for the pants, I'm going to be using the brown, and this is a mistake, so it is actually XF10, not XF9. That's the way I brought it. It's probably a mistake from the manufacturers. I'm just going to pause right now and say, like, if you guys sort of, or really like what you're seeing here and you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. It actually helps me out, so I can bring out more content like this, or even better. And if you are new to the channel, check out some of my previous videos. It's kind of interesting to see how far I've gone, or come. I've definitely made some improvements. Okay, so while the legs are drying, I've already made a sort of a head start on painting the crutch piece. So we'll finish this up. Alright, cool. We'll just move it aside. Right, I reckon while waiting for those components to dry, let's go ahead and paint this backpack. Alright, now it's time to put them all back together again. So first of all we get the O-ring, and I've already pre-stretched this O-ring. If you guys can hear a lot of noise, it's springtime here in New Zealand, and that means a lot of wind. Cool, don't lose the spring, don't lose the screw. And as I said before, I've kept the patch because I really think it's quite cool. There he is. Oh, actually, I will look at repairing this. So give me a minute. Okay, the technique to repair these cracks on the elbow joint is quite simple. So basically just get your super glue. It requires super glue and baking soda. So I always like to put a lot of super glue on here, and I'm starting to run out, so I've got to, there we go, buy some more. Now this is good stuff. I'm using this a lot and I love it. Okay, so you got the super glue, and I've made this, and this is, I said before, I got the idea from Toy Polloi, and I'll put a description on how he made it. So this is no easy way about this, but put the super glue in there. And as you can see, that elbow crack is now filled in, and you're sort of none the wiser. I could do it on this one too. but there's really no need to. So what I could do is just basically just add a bit of super glue on top. And basically leave that alone. Right, good as gold. Right, so the backpack looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. That is only required one sort of paint application, so they can actually go right on the back of Lieutenant Falcon. Now I'll show my original Lieutenant Falcon. So he's got this sort of style of shotgun here. Now I don't have that. I don't have another spare shotgun. But what I do have, I have plenty of these ones that Muskrat had. So hey, a shotgun's a shotgun, and it's better than nothing. And it's not too bad. So I'll position that a little bit better. And also I don't have the original knife, but what I do have is this knife, and sure it's silver, but you know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like the way it looks. I reckon I'll keep the silver. I mean, I know it's Nightforce and they do everything black, but yeah, there's something special about it. I think it sort of breaks up the all black. So you can see the whole different of colours and all that. I've kept the knife brown, but just painted the same colour as the pants right there. Yeah, I'm super impressed. So yeah, as I said, this is the second version of Lieutenant Falcon, and yep, I am a very happy camper. Well, I've got to personally thank you for sticking around and watching the rest of this video. That really means a lot to me. If it isn't for you, I wouldn't have this channel. I wouldn't have the passion. Well, I do have the passion, but really, I'm having a lot of fun and passion showing what I can do, especially repairs, customs. I've got a lot more Nightforce figures to do, actually, because I have none, and I think I'm having a lot more fun customizing and improving the design on the original Nightforce. Like I said, keeping the green beret green and adding a few more details like the flashlight, the belt buckle and all that, instead of that one straight paint, and also keeping the jungle boots the same jungle boots, just darken the color. So yeah, that will go right up with my collection, and I've only got 3 so far, which is, you know, of course, as you know, if you see my previous video on Repeater. And unfortunately I did the Nightforce Stalker before the channel, but hey, it is what it is, and I'm having a lot of fun. So with that, everybody, please hit that subscribe sticker. Well, it's just a sticker, there's not an actual button. And hit that notification button up there. It's the same thing. And I've got to say it's Yo Joe. And see everybody.